Vassell didn't miss a shot. Um,
Couldn't
Harper
miss.
Harper looked great, man. I wish
Dude,
they went to him more, honestly, in that first half from what I watched. And then Cat came
dude,
out, got the two quick fouls. Like everything was going their way. Like Brunson was kind of struggling, getting going. Even though he had an 18-point first half, it was all like free throws. He was having trouble getting to his spots. So,
right.
and,
I couldn't agree more about the Harper
and you
point. I
tell
mean,
me what happened.
dude, so they keep going to Fox, and it's like just like you said, you wish they went to Harper more, but they just keep giving it to Fox. Fox in the second half, he was 2 for 8 with 4 turnovers. He was a minus 22. He had 1 assist, 4 threes, only made one of them. And it's like I he's gonna get a lot of hate, which he deserves. And I mean, he went up for that shot when all he had to do was dribble it out. But at what point do we say, take the ball out of his hands? He clearly doesn't have it. Like, stop going to him. Go to Harper. Mitch Johnson's got to take just as much of the amount of blame as De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion, because I kind of empathize with Fox. Like, he, what's he going to be like? Take the ball out of my hands? No, you keep going
Yeah.
to him.
And you think Mike Brown, his former coach, I mean, he probably knows how to beat Fox. And out of everyone on the court, they're like, let Fox beat us.
I didn't even
So
think of that. That's a great point.
also like, I don't know, like um, what was I gonna say? Uh, sorry, someone just texted me. I just
No, you're
lost my
good,
train of thought.
dude. First half, I just pulled the numbers up. Spurs 76 points to the Knicks 49, 60% field goals to the 40% for the Knicks, 14 for 26 from three to 4 for 12 from three for the Knicks, 2 turnovers to seven. Like they just completely dominated. They led by 29 or they led by 25 at half, as much as 29. It was complete utter domination. Dylan Harper was on fire from three. Um, in the first half, Harper was 3 for 3 from three, 6 for 7 from the field. He was just unbelievable. I mean, they couldn't miss.
Oh, so like, yeah, this kind of a question for another day, but what do you do with Fox and Harper? Like that situation, like Harper's obviously good enough to start now. Like you got Fox all locked up on this contract. I know he's probably the easy guy to trade out here because you don't want to get rid of Harper.
Oh, hell, right? You can't get rid of Harper. I think he's like a future top 10 player for sure, maybe top five. I'm really high on Harper, as a
Maybe
lot
not
of people
next
are.
season. Maybe not next season, but like 2 seasons, you know?
That's the thing, because you still want that experience if you're legitimately competing for a championship. But at this point, I mean, what's the experience worth? Like, it's just taking the ball out of one of the most talented guards we've seen. I mean, there's so many talented guards, but he's like that. Like, he's like that with like the Cades, the guys like that, Brunson's. I mean, but Fox, he's making 49 this year. No, 49 next year, 53 in 2027, 28, 57 in 28, 29, and 61 in 29, 30.
Yeah, like I don't know, with all those guys in that roster, you got to pay a lot of guys. That's probably you're probably gonna have to move him
You have to, right?
this
But
season
who
or two.
does it almost entice them to trade him to the Bucks? Like, do you trade picks and Fox and give him something else shiny and get Giannis and just say, hey, anything to get out of the Fox?
Yeah, I guess. I'm sure the Bucks would be willing to listen to that. I'm not, yeah, I don't know though.
I'm sure they could get better packages, like if a Jalen Brown comes available, or maybe the Timberwolves. I was thinking of the Timberwolves as a team for Giannis or Fox because they need a point guard. They need a second best player. That's not Julius Randle. Could go for
Yeah,
Giannis or
they got the depth. They could package it.
right. Um, what
They have
else do
no
we got?
picks.
It's
Uh,
they're screwed, man. I mean, I don't want to call the Timberwolves screwed, but you're right. They have no picks, and the picks they do have, because of the apron rules, you can't trade like consecutive ones away, and
yeah,
they're they can't trade their picks.
Yeah, with the Gobert thing. Yeah.
I mean, they screwed themselves. Like I've been talking about this, like, oh, they should have never made the cat trade, and people are like, well, they couldn't pay him. I'm like, man, figure it out, figure it out. You chose Gobert and Randall over Cat. I can't get behind that at all. I'm not gonna sit here and be like and pretend
But
I was a
they
huge Cat fan, but
that was the first 2 minutes of the game were the exact reason they traded him because he would get in stupid foul trouble, and I know obviously one of those calls got overturned, but I don't know.
that's a good point though. That's what Cat does. I mean, I but still, they're in the finals, up 3-1, and he's the second best player. I think it's
Yeah,
hard to swallow that you did that if you're Minnesota.
he made the game-winning tip there. So
Or the OG, I mean, the way he closed that game, he he hit. So the Knicks, it was like a 20-point game in the fourth quarter, and OG hits this step back three, contested late shot clock. He just he just pins it. He hits another three from Alvarado. He gets a block. He gets the block on Fox, and then he gets the game winner. I mean, talk about an all-time performance. Like that's gonna go down if the Knicks can close this job and win the championship. OG Anunoby game four is going to be one of the best performances by an individual player in NBA history with the magnitude and the stakes.
OG Anunoby's been the most efficient 20-point per game scorer in the finals in history.
Man, do you think he has a
Shit,
finals MVP argument?
definitely. Definitely with the way Brunson, even though Brunson's putting up a lot of numbers, I feel like the efficiency where Anunoby does it on both ends. And then, yeah, like you said, like he's just been so consistent throughout this playoff run. Like you look at like Bridges in the starting lineup, sometimes he's hit or miss. Like I feel like a lot the Spurs are leaving him open a lot, and he's still kind of missing shots. Where Anunoby, they're all up in his face, and he's still burying shots. So he's just a playoff performer. He did in Toronto.
He's an absolute stud. I mean, talk about ready for the moment, right? I mean, just unbelievable. Bridges was 1 for 5 in the second half. He was, and you've always been out on Bridges, and I kind of have been, but you've always been out 3 for 9. He had that insane game too, like insane. But it's like, dude, why can you only do that for one game a series?
Yeah, he's a little indecisive at times, but I mean, Anunoby even too. We didn't even mention his defense. Like he's guarding Wembanyama at times, so I think he does have a Finals MVP argument.
Would you give it to him over Brunson?
Yeah, right now.
I like it. Last night, RG texted me and he was like, "You OG has to be the Finals MVP," and I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready." Um, but the most efficient 20 point per game, final score ever. Like,
Yeah,
and he was robbed of first team all defense. He made second team. He's great, but he was robbed of first team all defense. Um, what else do we have? So the first half, what were your takeaways? Do you have like it,
the Knicks offense looked terrible. Number one, um, like the Spurs defense too. Like I was gonna ask you, like the physicality in the series, like it's so physical and um I don't know. Do you think like the Knicks kind of got to a point where it was dirty at times? Like they went to the monitor to like review like three plays like within like 5 minutes.
I just think that's where basketball is going. I think it's a great point. I think there's good and bad to it because you like the Thunder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I caught on to them. I think everybody hates on them for flopping and foul baiting and hard fouls. And I was always like, they're winners. Like they're gonna make the winning play. And I don't think they're as dirty or as cheap or as pathetic as people make them out to be. Like back to back MVP. It's not just because he's a foul baiter. They're an unbelievable team. They do play kind of, if you're not playing a little bit outside of the rules, do you really want to win? Is how I look at it. And my
Yeah.
problem is that so many people came at the Thunder for it, but the Spurs are doing the exact same thing. Yet those same people will just glaze the Spurs, and I'm like, keep it consistent. I mean, they're both. really trying to win. They're both going to get a little hostile. There's a lot of flopping and foul hunting. I mean, watch Castle and Wemby play. That's the name of their game. So I think my issue is just first, I love it. I love that physicality is back. I think this is the closest thing that we've had to 2000s basketball. We're out of the soft LeBron era. I think it's all great. But I think the refs are responsible for anything that gets out of hand. And I think that's the same thing for all sports, from youth sports to the very top. Like, if things are getting out of hand, whose fault is it? It's the refs. And I think the refs need to do a better job of setting the standard, calling everything consistently. And I mean, it's just unbelievable. I think there's been multiple times in the series where the refs have just given the complete advantage to the Spurs, but the Knicks have still came out.
Yeah. Like last night, you knew it was kind of going their way when that goaltend Cornette had that was like next to the rim and he just swatted it away, like clearly on the way down.
I forgot
So
about that.
yeah, there's just a lot of things like that. I mean, I think like the Spurs, they can play so physically, like their guards can play so up on you because they got Wemby just sitting behind where he's can just compensate for everything. So it lets these guys kind of play more up on the 3-point line, which hasn't given Brunson much space to work. But I mean, obviously he's still getting 30 a game, just not that efficiently. So, but the
Right.
offense outside their starters, man, is so bad. Like when they bring in, I know Alvarado had a good second half last night, but like, I don't know, you're just relying on guys like that and Landry Shamet, and he had like the game of his life in like game two there. So I just think like I don't know, like the Knicks they've caught lightning in the bottle and a lot of things have gone their way. And they've gotten a lot of help from a lot of key role players that were like the Spurs, like I know they like can you think of a guy off the bench, maybe like Keldon Johnson or
Who's been terrible in this series?
yeah, who's that other guy?
Carter Bryant?
Yeah, he's good. But like,
He's
he had a
good,
good game, but
but he's a
they,
rookie. I mean,
yeah, I feel like the Knicks like bench has definitely been better, and that's where like it's kind of pushed them over the edge.
I totally agree. I've been a little bit disappointed by Mitchell Robinson though, but at the same time, I mean, he's probably doing a lot to Wemby that you're not seeing every play. But I just see them throwing up lobs and he's missing it. He was 1 for 5, minus 14. It's something. I mean, I guess he's always tasked with playing against Wembanyama, but still,
Well,
I just
I feel like his free throws gotten worse too.
it's insane. I mean, 0 for 4 last night.
Is he like the worst free throw shooter in NBA history? I think they said it's like
Hmm.
44% or something.
It's horrible, man. Like I I don't want to like be insensitive, but like I've always said, like just a cross sport comparison, like Justin Fields. I'm like, this guy's so talented. What is he doing in the off season? Because he can't read the field still. And it's like, are you what are you doing in the off season? Are you not watching film? Mitchell Robinson, why don't you just I know it's not that simple, but like, come on, man. This is getting ridiculous.
Well,
All
My
you have to
favorite,
do
my favorite's
is be
the.
able to
Have
hit a
you seen
free
the
throw.
clip of him on Twitter, like where he's just like dribbling through everyone, and then he pulls up for three and he makes it?
Yes.
Where's
I don't
that?
get it. It's got to be like a mental thing. I feel bad, but at the same time, come on, man. Come on. Like 0 for 4. This was the problem last year. He's such a good basketball player outside of his shot in game. Like you said, he can hit it in practice.
I feel like even for the next two, Josh Hart hasn't been that great.
Great
Like even
point.
like it's all really just been OG and Brunson carrying, and then Cat at times.
Did you see the missed layup?
Uh, the Fox one, or
So before that, so this is another reason too that I think like, and I'll get to this why like Fox isn't the sole reason. So Fox, well, he is a big part of the reason. So Fox turns it over with like 2.5 minutes left. Hart gets an open run and he misses like a way up dunk, wide open, smokes it. The Spurs go down the other way. Wemby misses both free throws, and then the Knicks take the lead with the Brunson three, and then it just that's when it went downhill with like the Fox stuff. So Hart just smoked the layup, the dunk, whatever he was trying to do, and That would have been the main talking point if it wasn't for Fox.
Really.
But that's another thing is Wemby missed 2 free throws with 143 or 147 to go. Like,
So he could have, they would have won the game.
yeah, I think they were up one. Hart smoked the layup. It was 104, 103. I'm not sure who was winning. Hart smoked it on the steal, and then Wemby missed 2 free throws, and then Brunson hit the three. And it was like, whoa. Like that may have been the Knicks' first lead, or they may have gotten it a minute before. It was crazy.
I really thought they had no chance coming back, dude. That's like so crazy.
I didn't either. I thought 29 points, dude. It was like literally the largest finals um comeback in NBA history. It's unprecedented.
And
Soham was playing. Huck Porty got out there in the first quarter. Just some weird stuff. Shamit was over 3. It, and this is another thing. Like, it really was just Brunson and Anunoby. It really was just them. OG was 10 for 15. Brunson was 12 for 25. And that's it. Like, OG's getting so much credit as he deserves. But I think Jalen Brunson is getting a little slept on. Like, to go 12 for 25, to hit all those shots, 36 points, all those shots over Wemby with Wemby guarding you to be this efficient. It's really, really underratedly impressive, in my opinion.
yeah.
And like just the amount of attention he draws, especially with Wemby on the floor. Like even if his stats aren't completely up to par, which they were last night, I just think like it's like the Steph Curry impact, like gravity. Like even if you're not the one scoring, if you're watching the game, you can tell like, oh, the whole defense is focused on this guy. It's opening stuff up for other guys. But credit to OG. I don't want to make it a competition between Brunson and OG. I just think OG's getting a lot of credit, which he deserves, but Brunson's not getting quite the credit he deserves.
So if Fox just runs that ball out, he gets fouled and he could have shot free throws too. Damn.
History's different.
Stupid play.
Very, very. He's just, I mean, I think it's probably like a thing with his confidence, like knowing like he was traded before they got Harper, and now like he's not really wanted. It's got to be a tough situation, but come on, man. I mean, you got a chance to win an NBA championship. I
Next
said
money
before the
line.
game, whoever won that game, and it may be kind of obvious, but at the same time, 2-2, who knows? Whoever was going to win last night was going to win the series. And the Spurs were up 29 points. Like going back to San Antonio 2-2, two in a row, there was no way the Knicks were winning that series if the Spurs won last night. But look where we are now, 3-1. I
So
still don't.
I saw something today saying it was like, oh, if like Spurs down 3-1, like there's only one person who's come back from 3-1 and it was LeBron James. And it's like if there's anyone else to do it in history, you'd maybe pick like two guys, right? And
who
this
who Jordan Kobe?
Jordan, Jordan, maybe Kobe, but I was gonna say like Wemby could be in that conversation. You know what I mean? Like who would you like want on your team? Like that's the
The
one guy.
prodigy. The prodigy. I totally agree with you. And like
So
I think I totally agree. I think if we've learned anything too from these playoffs, it's that a series is never over unless it's 3-0. Like there have been 2-3-1 leads blown these playoffs by the Celtics and Magic. The Pistons blew a 2-0 lead. I mean, Thunder were up on the Spurs 3-2. I just think a series is never over until it's over or unless it's 3-0.
and if any team were to blow a 3-1 series lead, it would be the next. If I just like I don't know when I look at it and like the Spurs, they had like big first quarter leads in every single game. Like so like if that's like just a young team that's inexperienced at holding the lead, so maybe they can figure it out. I don't know. Like there's enough there to believe like it's not like they just they got wiped and they're down 3-1. Like they've had it in the bag and kind of blew it. So I don't know if that changes things or yeah, I know it's hard to come back from, but
I totally agree. Like they had double digit leads in every single game, all four, and they blew it. Like you said, it wasn't like they got blown out. No, they blew it because they're young. because they're inexperienced because
Like if
they haven't been through it and haven't learned. And like Wemby's not durable yet.
yeah, where if I think if you can win game five, you get back to New York. If you have a lead in the second half in New York, things are gonna start getting a little weird, I think. And then
Right.
I don't know, you just need one or two things to go your way. And then if you're in a game seven, all the pressure's on New York. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
like I don't
In
know.
San Antonio, like who's people really? I mean, I know again, it's 3-1. It's going to be tough to come back from, but like the 60 win Spurs with Wemby, they can win 2 games in a row and bring it back home to 7. They can do
Yeah,
that against the Knicks, who, I mean, if we get the Knicks team we saw in the first 24 minutes last night, like that's a version of this Knicks team, even though they're up 3-1 in the NBA Finals.
yeah. So I don't know. I like to remain optimistic about it. Um,
All right, so are you rooting for the Spurs? Like, is that if you have to pick a dog, you're going for the Spurs?
yeah.
Okay.
Coming into the series, I thought the Knicks were gonna win, but the way like the Spurs have played in the first quarter every game and taken a big lead and then blown it, I think like the Spurs are they might be the better team. They got more depth.
Right. Like it for me, I came into the series really. I said the Knicks had a chance because Cat can space Wemby out, and you know, if Wemby goes on Hart, they can put Shamit out. Like I think they have the kryptonite to Wemby because of their 5-out offense. But at the same time, I didn't actually think the Knicks were going to win. I thought the Spurs were going to win in 6, maybe 5. That was my prediction. So it it's crazy to me to see this. But again, we talked about it. Young teams, young, inexperienced teams. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I love how we never know what's going to happen. But me personally, even though we're in Boston, I know everybody hates New York. I've never been bothered by the Knicks. I feel like New York teams outside of the Yankees, that's a whole different story. I just feel like they've never given us too much trouble. Obviously, last year was,
Yeah.
terrible. But
Between the Jets, the the Rangers, I feel like yeah, like it's not like they can
right,
have it. They
right,
kind of deserve it.
right. That's kind of my thing. Well, I had another point. What was I gonna say? Might have lost it. Or no, no. I if we had beaten the Sixers, that rivalry would have been active. Boston, New York, Celtics, Knicks, but we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
last year
like
was just we won the championship, whatever. Like
yeah. And yeah, and Tatum got injured, so it was kind of put a damper on it. But
right, right. Let me see.
so
Did I have anything else on this game? I know we have a bunch of other stuff we can talk about. We could talk about the Celtics. Like what's what's the future? Is Giannis, is Jalen Brown gone?
yeah,
I
yeah.
think yeah, I don't know if I have. Oh, Wemby. First half, 16 points, 6 for 11. Second half, 8 points, 3 for 14. Missed the 2 clutch free throws, 1 for 4 in the second half from the stripe. 10 of 11 shots he missed down the stretch. Everybody wants to talk Fox, but first, like I said, Mitch Johnson shouldn't have kept going to him. Should have given it to
Was he
Harper, and
was he
Wemby
just like
choked.
settling for too many jump shots?
I mean, they shot way too many threes as a team. Let me see. What did Wemby do from
I know
3 in the second
Wemby like
half?
he just likes pulling up sometimes, and it's like no, go to the basket.
Right. It was Castle, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. Everybody else was terrible. They were 8 for 39 in the second half, 3 for 17 from three. A bad showing in that second half. They lost the half by 28. I think, I don't know if it was, I mean, he went 3 for 14. I can't recall if it was all jumpers from Wemby specifically. Um, but yeah, I feel really strongly about that Fox thing. I don't think it's all his fault. He was terrible. 4 turnovers in the second half. Um, but I just don't think it was all his fault just because of Wemby, because of Mitch Johnson. Keldon Johnson was terrible. I think there's a lot more to it than Fox, but Fox was a big part of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know. I thought like in the first half, like the moment was gonna be too big for the Knicks. Like they're distracted with all the other, all the celebrities in the building, and I don't know. Trump was there the first time, you know what I mean? So I don't know
Hmm.
with all that. So,
Yeah, I
but
thought this team was kind of wishy-washy, and I mean, we saw in the first half they kind of are. But the Spurs are a young team, and we can't discredit them too much. I mean, 3-1 in the NBA Finals, but I do think there's some truth to it for sure.
yeah,
But Brunson and OG, man. But what else? We got 10 minutes left. What else is going on in the sports world that is worth talking about?
I don't know why Brad Stevens is trending. Why is that?
Oh no. Oh, I saw a Bleacher Report notification about 2, 3 hours ago. Celtics. This was the first time I'd seen it. I think I saw like yesterday or 2 days ago. Celtics are not open to Jaylen Brown. There's no rumors of that. But today I saw they are. So today may have been the turning point in that whole saga. Jalen might be gone, and
Oh, Bill Simmons said I think they're in on Giannis.
dude, I hope we are. I'm sorry. I hope we are. I I think Tatum and Brown, we got a championship out of them. Jalen doesn't want to be here. I really believe that. I think he's made that clear. I think
Yeah.
he already got his championship. I think Jalen Brown has more to gain by being a number one and proving, maybe he doesn't win a championship, but proving he can do what he just did. Ah, it's tough. It's tough because I think Tatum now, I don't know. I don't know. I just think Jalen needs to go. I think I do Jalen for Giannis, but we'd probably have to give up a little bit more. What do you think?
Yeah. I would give up more too for it. I would do it.
Like Giannis is that good, and I think he's a better fit next to Tatum than
Yeah,
Brown.
definitely. Like he can just rebound and rim run and like how old is he Giannis?
31, maybe. I think he's 31. Let me see.
31.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think that's like he's never like been like super injured. Like I feel like that's a guy, it's a safe bet. And I feel like he'd still be good for 2 or 3 more seasons at a prime level. And then if he falls off a little bit, but I don't think he will. Like he's just you don't have to ask him to be as much of a jump shooter. So
right.
you can take the ball out of his hands a little bit more. So
I love it. I think Tatum and Giannis would be one of the best duos we've ever seen in basketball. And I mean, like if Tatum can get back to full health, I think they can. If he can't, that's a whole different story. But I think if Tatum gets back to averaging 27, which I mean, if he looked really good coming back from injury, I think another offseason of recovery. I think that would be one of the best duos we've ever seen, Tatum and Giannis. Am I getting too ambitious?
no, I think pretty on point. It just depends, like, are they gonna ask for 2 picks with it? Because if that's the case, I don't know. Like,
Right.
I don't know if
We
that's what holds it up, though. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they'll just be willing to do it.
right. You get because you're getting Jalen Brown. Like
Maybe,
what else
yeah,
can you
maybe
get? Can you get a
from
player better than Jalen Brown? Like maybe it comes from the Cavs. I don't know if you prefer Mobley or Mitchell, but I don't think the Cavs would get Giannis giving up Mitchell.
what does our
Ke-
team really need? Like,
The Celtics,
yeah, if we gave up Brown, we'd probably need another like wing.
right? It's tough. It's tough.
He'd probably just be like dumpster diving for a cheap
Well,
guy.
what if we went White at the two, Tatum at the three, Giannis at the four? We'd need I think a spacing, a floor spacing five and a point guard.
Yeah. I don't think who the hell is Kata? Kata will probably play center still.
You'd feel comfortable with Kata and Giannis together with the lack of shooting?
Yeah, I think. Or I don't know then.
I'd be cool with Kata coming off the bench. I just think we'd need a shooter. I think Giannis needs a shooting five.
Yeah, maybe Giannis would run the five.
Would he be down for that?
I don't know. He probably
Oh,
wouldn't be.
what do you think about OKC? Which if you're OKC, would you give up J-Dub?
Chat.
Do you do you think you could get him for Chet? Chet in, I don't know, something.
And that's a good deal for the Bucks too,
Right.
because you're getting like a number two overall pick, and if you can get a first or two first with it, yeah, I think it could be like chat in like two or three firsts.
Would you do it?
I would do it if on both sides, I think.
I think so too. I think so too. And then the OKC has so many picks, they can do whatever they want. Any
Yeah,
any draft thoughts?
not really. I haven't really thought too hard about it. I do think Peterson will go one though. I do like
Really?
Peterson. Yeah.
Okay. I saw Bill Simmons was talking about Boozer may go one. He I know the last time we did a pod, I was low on Boozer. I'm higher on him now. I know you were high on Boozer.
Yeah. If you look at his stats, they're really impressive.
He's
So
good. He reminds me of Julius Randle, but better.
yeah, like he just doesn't pass the eye. It's not like passing the eye test, but he gets it done
Right.
efficiently. So
I s- if Peterson's healthy and like no question marks, I think I'd take him one, maybe, just because he's such a good shot maker. He's just such a smooth offensive player. I'd probably go to Bonta. I think he has the best ceiling in the class. And yeah, I think he has the
yeah,
best ceiling in the class.
I can see why he's drafted one based off like athleticism and all that. But yeah, I don't know. I would take Peterson if I were sure. Who's it? Wizards?
Yes,
So they have Trey Young, Davis, and then their pair, this number one pick, whoever it's Devanso or yeah, they're gonna go Devanso or that team's gonna be a playing team at best.
I know. But they could be like solid because they have these guys like Trey Young and Anthony Davis to kind of introduce their rookie. I don't hate it. If you can get off those contracts kind of quick. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of a Trey Young guy, but not as much as I used to be.
Did you
Um,
go after anyone in Charlotte? Charlotte had a good season. They have a lot of good guys
if I'm Charlotte or from Charlotte,
from Charlotte, like Kobe White or like yeah, any one of
yeah,
those guys.
I just kind of like the way Charlotte's built though. Like if I'm Charlotte, I kind of like what I got. Miles
Yeah, they have a
Bridges,
ton of
maybe.
depth. Yeah, one of the bridges, like they could trade something. But I just don't know, like, yeah, I feel like with the way the salary structured thing is, like there's just not a lot of deals to be had out there. So it
Right.
makes teams like be smarter with who and how long they're signing and for how much.
It's going to be an interesting offseason. Do you think, what do you think the craziest thing that happens this offseason is? Is it a Giannis trade? Do you see anything else happening?
Giannis trade, maybe a Steph trade
Ooh. What about
after the way
Giannis
that
to the
season went out.
Warriors?
Yeah, with the way that season went, I think that's a possibility.
I'd love to see it. I want to see that guy win. I think he's still a borderline top five player.
What do you got? What's your hot take?
I think Giannis goes to the Celtics,
Okay.
but I think we're running out of time. So thank you everybody for
Yeah,
listening.
good stuff. Good to be back, dude.